Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, then I'm so happy that you stopped by. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button before you leave and turn your notifications on so you never miss a future upload from me. So today's video is going to be all about how I do my eyebrows. Now the technique that I use is super easy, it's so simple, and it really does not take a lot of time at all. But even though it's a fairly quick process, I believe it's so essential to really the framework of your face. Whether you wear makeup, whether you don't wear makeup, I feel like you cannot leave the house without your earrings and your eyebrows. One of the things that I have learned in the process of me getting my makeup life together is that eyebrows are like sisters, but they're not identical twin sisters. They're more like fraternal twins. So they're not supposed to look exactly alike. And once I realized that, I really started enjoying the process of doing my eyebrows. I started loving the way that they turned out. So yeah, if you're interested in seeing this quick routine on how I do my brows, then just keep watching. So what I use is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz, and this is the color dark brown. And I actually have been using this for over a year now. I love it so much. I feel like this is one of the best brow pencils to make your eyebrows look super natural. So the first thing that I do is groom my brows. And I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pull my hair back in the front. I don't want you guys to be distracted with this situation that's going on up here, and I want you to be able to see. So I'm going to just brush them up, and I'm just gonna go straight up. And you may see me looking this way because I'm looking in my monitor to make sure that you guys can see. So once I brush it up, I'll go through and cut the top. Okay, and that's just to kind of straighten them out, and then I'll go back and brush it back this way. And then sometimes, just depending, I usually groom my eyebrows a couple times a week, but just depending on how long they've gotten, I'll also go down this way. And then I will cut across the bottom. Okay, and then once I do that, I'll brush it back up again. And you can already see, you know, the natural shape of my brow. I don't usually go too crazy. I just basically what I do is I'll fill in the parts that are kind of like sparse, but I don't deviate from the natural shape of my brow. So now I'm just going to take some rose water. This is the Sephora brand. And I am just going to go across my brows to get rid of that loose hair that I just cut off. So now I'm just going to brush them out again really quick just to start forming the shape that I want them to be. So the first thing that I am going to do is just outline the outside of my brow on the bottom and the top, just to kind of form the shape of my brow and define it a little bit more. Okay, so you can already tell, I'm sure, the difference between this one and this one, because just that bottom line has given my eyebrow so much more, shape and definition. I usually try not to go as far as the tail of my brow past where this line stops. So I just line this pencil up with the edge of my eyelid, and that's usually how I measure how long I want my tail to be. So I'm not gonna go past that line. Okay, so can you guys see the difference between this brow and this brow? I feel like this one is much more defined, but in a natural way. Like I try not to do, well, let me say it this way. I try to do short strokes instead of just, drawing a line across my face, because I want it to look as natural as possible. So I'm gonna go back over the top just a little bit to, define it just a little bit more. Then I'm gonna take the other side of the pencil and brush it up, just to make sure that everything is looking good. Okay, so the next step for me is to just go back and fill them in. And I'm actually going to use the same pencil. I don't use any kind of pomades or anything like that. I still use this pencil because, like I said, my goal is to make it look as natural as possible. So I just go in with small, short strokes to kind of give it the illusion of hair, pretty much. And as I'm doing this, I constantly go back over it with the brush just to kind of blend everything in and make it look like a nice, smooth, natural transition. I usually like to brush the inner corner of my brow up, straight up, and then gradually go over. Of course, that is absolutely a personal preference. You don't have to do this. I just like the way that it looks. I feel like it looks more natural to me when I do it like that. So at this point, you can actually be done with your brows and continue on with your makeup. But if you want to take it a step further and give your brows a more fresh, cleaner look, then you can add concealer, which is one of the things that I do. Now, I don't do this every day, but I do it most days. You can use whatever brand that suits you, but I use Maybelline Master Conceal. This is medium deep, so I'm just going to dab just a small amount on the back of my hand, very small amount, and then I'll take a flat brush and I flatten it out as much as I can so it's super flat, and then I'll just take it on the tip of the brush just a little bit, and I'm just going to go across right underneath the bottom of my brow. I don't do the top, but I'll just go right across the bottom of my eyebrow. Then I'm just taking this brush and blending it out so it's not like an obvious line. Okay, so now I'm just gonna wipe this excess off the back of my hand, and then what I like to do is just kind of go into the inner corner and just smudge it out a little bit so it's not such a defined harsh line, and it just kind of gradually goes into the arch. So I just do that kind of right at the front. Just kind of tap it with my finger just to kind of smudge that line a little bit. And then I'll just go back and wipe away the excess towards the end. So that is basically how I do my brows. I told you guys it was super simple, didn't take long at all, and hopefully you picked up some tips along the way. Again, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.